how many people ang again, you're a victim, but there were also victims of like your hacked account. Mga
From
pila
my
ni sila ka?
account, 3 of my friends. But there was the account of katong akong usang friend pud na hack, 1 gave to her account. We were on the same day. Ako, 3 of my friends gave to my account, to the account of the hacker. Yeah, so it was about 150,000 in one day. Yeah.
From on air to online, welcome to Time Out with Papa Miko. Welcome to the page. And sa tanan to mga viewers and ato mga listeners, daghang salamat for joining us today. Now, every story has a backstory. Very special and very important ang ato pag-iskutan karon because we're gonna be talk about the scams that are happening online, especially sa Messenger. Now, a few months ago, nagsugod ang mga scams on the Messenger, and then ubay-ubay ang mga naigo na biktima sa maong mga pangitabo. And today we'll talk to somebody who was a victim, and at the same time get the story behind it, and hopefully makakita ta og ways on how to prevent it, and if in case nga maigo gyud ta, how do we bring back our accounts nga mahimo siyang safe, no? And so today, again, special because our guest is somebody special in the events industry, which I also am a part of, and unfortunately na biktima siya. So right here with me now, walay lain ang inila diri sa Negros Oriental sa events industry, Miss Grace, Ate Grace Sisip Romano. Okay, right here with me. Good afternoon, maayong adlaw. Salamat for being here and for later on sharing to us your story.
Hi, Miko. Good afternoon, and thank you for taking the time out to make an episode about scamming and hacking on Facebook.
Yeah. And of course, with us later on, atong ma-istorya usab si Wani, because Wani is very instrumental in bringing back Ate Grace account. No? So, as I said, Ate Grace has been in the industry for so long, but para sa mga wala nakaila, Ate Grace, can you tell us a background? Kanong sa ka nagsugod sa event industry, and what are your experiences diya sa event industry? Exactly when ba nagsugod?
Okay, so I think this year is our 17th year in the events industry. Wani has been with me sa pagsugod namo, diha na siya. We started in 2006. So it makes it 17 this year, this June. So quite a long time. So I come from Creative Concepts. Our company is called Creative Concepts. We do events, we do weddings, we do corporate events, we do kiddie parties, everything about events.
For that long years of in the event industry, I know you've been into a lot of challenges na, no? And siguro wala nimo nakita nga mahitabo kining something new nga mga challenges in the event industry. I'm focusing, ladies and gentlemen, mga kapaps, no, sa event because ang involved is somebody in the events industry, and the victim, you consider yourself as a victim, but the people who are also victimized by the scammers, napud sa event industry. So, could you consider what happened to you as siguro like one of the biggest challenge in the event life nimo?
Maybe in terms of the usage of social media, yes, it is the biggest challenge and biggest setback for those who were scammed using my account. Yeah, maybe that. Well, if you say challenge in the events industry, I would say, Papa Miko, that my greatest challenge is always balancing being a wife, being a mother, being a daughter, and being an events planner. Yeah. So that is, mas dako na siya nga challenge para nako in terms of personal life. But in terms of social media and katong naka-affect sa akong mga kauban, kaning scamming sa Messenger mo, for me, is the biggest.
Okay, so ubay-ubay na ning mga before you and after you, daghan na gyud ang na biktima na. Even as we speak, naapay mga nahitabuan no nga mga na-scam ining social media. Can you tell us the story leading towards kana nakabalo ka nga na-scam ka?
Was this? Exactly when was
Okay.
this?
This was around 7:30 a.m. of November 28, 2023. Na ako'y dakong event ato. I had a big event coming up. So, syempre, busy ko kaayo. I was thinking. Although, makadungog ko nga na may mga scam, na mga, pero di gyud ko kabaluog how it happened to them. Although, makabasa ko on Facebook nga na-scam si Koan, but wag gyud ko kabaluog how it will come to you. And then, naka-realize ko nga di day ka mahibalo nga a scam is about to happen. Kay number one, ang person nga mo text nimo is really somebody from your own phone book or from your own messenger group. Ingon ana, message of friends sa imong inbox. Oo. So that day, November 28, ga-drive ko paingon sa venue, si Sir Rene Tuates, who is also a florist in the events industry, whom I also work with closely, ni message na ko nga, "Hi gra, ana." Yung drive man ko, tubagsad ko, "Ay sir," kay actually I had an order niya, nakoy order niyang bulak. So ako siyang giinang, "Ay sir, ugma na ko mobayad sa akong bulak kay Sunday man to, Monday." So ko, "Ugma na ko mobayad sa akong bulak." Nitubag pud siya nako, "Okay ragra, why kaso?" Pero kinahanglan ra ko sa imuhang email ad ug phone number. Nya tungod kay si Sir Rene, nga sige kong naay communication with, wala po ko ganahuna nga ko aga update ra dagway ni siya. Pero Papa Miko, I think that should have been a warning to me kay si Sir Rene dili siya techie. So ngano man siyang mangayo og email ad nako for his Yahoo account. Utro po kong dili techie, so nawat po ko. So hatag pugos akong email ad, hatag pugos akong phone number. Diretso akong drive, wala na to sa akong huna-huna. And then I got to the venue, nag-set up ko. Yeah, ga-message ko ni John, akong husband, kay he was in Manila at the time. So nag-message ko nga naanak ko diri sa venue, muni muna. All of a sudden, na-log out ko from my own account.
You're using a phone.
Yes, I was using my phone. So
Na-log out ang imong Facebook
Messenger.
account. Yung messenger account.
Yeah, akong messenger. Yeah, actually it's Wani who can memorize all my passwords sa social media. Siya gagamaan na tanan. Pero naaman ko iya man ang gi-save, naaman ko so nalili na ako akong gi-try og login. Di na ko ka-login. So that's when I felt, I don't know how it feels to be hacked. So that's how I felt nga murag na-hack lagi ko. So ni text ko ni Tanya, my daughter, og ni John, akong husband, ko, mura lagi kog na-hack kay na-log out ko, di na ko ka-login. But inko, sige, put a message na lang nga, I think my account is hacked. So, wala na to. And then, na-busy na ko sa event. So, it was mga 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. And then, naay sound system provider, si Marvin Ting, who's also part of the events industry, ni text na ko.
Text.
Ma'am Grace, murag na hack imong account kay nakadawat na kog text nga nangayo og para GCash. So, dito ko na-alarm. And then, nag-set up pa man ko. So, ni-text ko ni Wani, she was sleeping kay she works at night. Ni-text ko ni June nga murag na hack na gyud ko. So, sila mo'y, while ga-set up ko, sila mo'y ga-post on social media nga not to answer messages from my account. And then at 11, gakuyog ming Joren. Joren is also a sound system provider. Nakakita siya nga one of the events industry partners, si Annalie Aves from Antonelli's Cuisine. Iyang anak nag-post nga tuan na. When they saw Tanya and 30s and 1s and everybody's post nga I was hacked, usa pa nila na-realize nga nakapadala sila og amount to that account nga gihatag sa hacker using my Facebook Messenger. So I think, manggod, dili sila magtuo ka. It was not borrowing money. It was saying nga ako kunon na over the limit na ko sa akong bank transaction. And I had to pay a certain whoever this person was, kato ilang gitext. So, alayon sa ako, mag-make, paulama sa ako, kay na over the limit ko, bayran tikaw karong gabi pag-clear sa akong account. Yeah, since naami communication early in the morning with Annalie, gatura po siyang ako gyud to, kay gikan ba aming ga-communicate. So, that's how it happened. Now, I didn't realize, ug asa ko dapit na hack, ug giun sa pag-hack. So, nag-uon ako, di na ako kabalo what to do. So, niadto sa ako Starbucks kay June was in Manila. So, while I was seated there, I saw a lawyer friend. So, na-mention ako niya. Rick, na-hack ko, I think, kay muna. And then, ni-mention siya nga there was another person nga na-hacked. So, katong usang person nga na-hack, akong gi-message iyang pag-umangkon. Shob, na-hack ko no imong auntie. And siya, oo, gikan sa account ni Rene Tuates. So, diha ko naka-realize nga that text ni Rene, mutoy start sa, mutoy nakapahack nako. So, when I found out, that was already 1:30 in the afternoon, which means kung 10 ko na-log out, 11, 12, 1, almost 4 hours na. Daghan na kayo siyang na-message. Pagkabalo na ko, sirit ko dayon sa balay ni Wani. Natulog patawon na siya, namukaw ko siyang kwarto. Wani, mata diha kay na-hack akong account. So, ni mata siya, wa pa siya ilis, wala tanan dito siyang computer na I don't know how she retrieved my account back. But that was how my hacking happened. You realize you do not know that you already are being, the questions there from somebody in your account is actually leading to hacking already. But dito sala ni Sir Rene, na-hack po siya.
Yeah.
And he could not access his account anymore. So that person who was texting all of us was the hacker already. Yeah.
Okay.
So, na-mention naman si Wani. So, I like to focus now or refocus our conversation with Wani. One, Ate Grace said you've been with her for so long and ikaw ang gagunit sa iyang social media accounts, no? So, what was your reaction being the one, let's just say, responsible in making all these accounts, no? Na hack. What was your initial reaction? Gikan ra ba kag tulog ato?
When I heard it, I think it's really highly probable. Guys, one, as she said, mother is not techie. Number two, she is very trusting. So, if she knows that this is person that she works with or she knows personally, she easily gives any information that she can gain from
You shouldn't let my husband hear that.
Yeah. But that's how trusting she is because she does not really see anything bad with people around her. Yeah. It's a good trait, but
Sometimes
It was bad in this
maabusuhan
case.
pod. Oo.
maabusuhan siya. I went through all the messages the person sent the text to the asking for money. What I noticed is that he or she adjusts the tone, the way she speaks, depends on the person. She also does not target anyone closest to mother. Meaning, I did not receive that message. Someone
Si June, Tanya, my kids, they did not.
Within the
Yeah,
house,
no.
within the house that they know that could notify mother right away. So that's one. It means that this person really studies their victim. Because why would they know that, oh, this person is not techie, this person is easily gullible.
Easily gullible.
Okay. And these are the people around her. So that's the scary part. Because they're not joking about this. Because this is really big money. So that alone is really, it's kind of, you don't want to be very praning in a sense. Because it's just within your circle, the NBI would say, because nganong kabalo sila ani ng mga staff. But then, it really pays to be kanang careful po ka ba?
And not gullible.
And not gullible. Yeah. So, what I did was, when she told me, muni na hitabo. So, I do have access to her accounts. It's logged in on my computer. So,
Why were you able to access it
Yeah,
even
yun
if
ang ano.
na-log out na ko by other?
the only thing is the hacker was able to access her account because it sent a code to her phone,
Which I also gave.
which she gave when the hacker asked for it.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Now, I know that two things. The hacker will not have access to your email. The hacker will not have access to your phone. So, those information has to come from you. So, they have to know that this person will easily give it if they ask for it, if they just word it in a certain way. So, ang wordings man ato is, I will update your profile on my Yahoo Mail. Kailangan og code. Sa ihang ka busy, who would have think na maghuna-huna pa siya, nganong kailangan code, nganong kailangan inana. So, mahatag lang dyan siya. Kaya para lang, to get it out of her way, because she's really handling an event on that day. So, muna siya. Muna siya things to koan. So, I have access to her email. You forgot password. That code will go to your Gmail or Yahoo Mail, whatever email you're using for your Facebook. And then you can get a code. So, that's why when I got the code, I logged into her Facebook. and I logged out all her devices from her account. So that will block the hacker from her account. So there's a functionality in Facebook where you can log in. You can see who's logged in or what device is logged in your account. But the thing is, we're a third world country, so we cannot really pinpoint, this person is in this place, things like that. So it's pointless to look closely into that. It's better to just cut off all access that they have. So that's the time where we place up her profile saying that her account has been hacked, her cover photo. I place that up on red because the thing is, again, this generation does not read.
Correct.
So that is very sad because that's why even though we posted a lot of information that, this was hacked, we don't read. We simply don't read.
Yeah, especially if daghan na kayo mga
Yeah,
words.
if words na siya daghan, so you have to make it really catchy or hanong red or hanong black, di ba? Kaya hanong black, kay namatian siya, hanong red. So that's why it was red. Her profile picture was red. So
That was within the day. The same, that's a Sunday, di ba? So, the Sunday muna na yung mga nahitabo. So, that's why, that was around what time? Naka-access
I
na
think
ka?
mga 2:30.
hapon na.
3.
After
Kay na-inform nako siya 1:30 pod. Kay wa man ko ka-realize nga that my giving my phone number and my Yahoo, my email ad mo na di ito
Yeah.
ang nakapahak nako.
Yeah, siguro, and I think sa imong mind ato was, okay, nahack ko. Sige, I'll check that one later. Without knowing na nana ito yung mga like, send me this money, send me this money, send me this money. Because di man takaw na good ana, di ba? Especially kung di puta that techie.
Diba?
being in Dumaguete, we think that the worst people can do is just post stupid statuses on our Facebook.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
we never really think that it can be used that bad.
Because that was, I think, the early part of hacking. Di ba? Na para bang mag-send o mga bastos nga mga words, bastos nga mga videos, bastos nga mga ano ikaw nagpasend makani nga dili ka na. So
And then,
kanang friendly, kanang dili good siya na ka-harmful ba?
right, and we're just surprised that all of a sudden many of us diri sa Dumaguete naka-experience ani nga mga nagkwarta and everything. Kana bitong you mentioned about like you can check on Facebook, kinsay naka-log in and everything. How like I've tried it no kanang tan-aw na ko kinsay ni log and everything. And then the places ba nga. I know nga ako. Pero anong Cagayan de Oro or something? Is that ilahan ang problema or
No, it's really is atong internet thing eh. Like isa ra gud atong server. We only have one satellite there. I don't know if it has something to do with that. Ipa-fact check na lang sunod, but more guna siya atong IP address kanang di ba kung may ka PLDT Cebu City.
Right.
More bag wa ka nang Dumaguete ana ba. So daghan patag ka ng things to develop on that area with us. So, muna siya sad. I know many were saying na, hala, i-check kung asa yun na siya dili, wala pa ta ana na point
Right,
here.
na very specific
makakuan jud
ang
ta.
place.
So we're discussing about this because gusto mo nato nga ma-prevent na sad ni, if not ma-stop gyud ni, no? Ang mga hacking. Were you able to successfully handle the hacked account, or kay mo I heard mo na apatoy nagsigunda pa ang hacker?
Yes, kay at first I don't know, nagragi pud na ako katulgon lagay ko ato. Wala na ako na log out. Muna siya una. Wala na ako na log out. Ako lang giilisan ang password. And I don't know unsay poy kuan sa Facebook nang ang ilahang same code ilang ihatag to provide for everything for the change of password. So makasulod pa siya kay wala man siya na log out. So ako po tong lapse on me. And then wa po nako nabutang pa yan two-step authenticator. Yeah. So myself, I find that hassle anything on Gmail hassle kay ng two-step authenticator. It's my husband na gidiin jud kay na siya sa akong utok na particular siya ana. So minsan ako hassle, it's an extra step. Like, especially if mulagin ka, mulagin na po sa phone niya. Kailangan mong daghin ana ba? Pero kanang if you think about it, that little an extra minute just to log in for your security and for your data to be secured, kanang buhatan na lang jud siya. So at first wala to siya na successful, and then meron go stupid ngano man. Ya, mo to the next day, nibalik si mother sa balay. Early morning na po to mother, no? So,
Nibalik ko sa iyang balay, kay nana po ilaing na biktima. So, mo to nakita niya. Actually, nait katong time when Wani was online sa ako makita niya nga that the scammer was still scamming. So the scammer also noticed na someone else was controlling my account. So ni-attempt pa siyang pangutana, na-hack ka using one of my friend's messenger pod nga na-hack. Murag iya bang gitest na naabagoy gagamit sa akong account. So ni Anas Wani tanawa mother, nakabantay na ni siya nga there's someone else controlling your account. Kay ni ana man siya, na-hack ka.
Even after all those kind
Yes,
of post
on the second day.
yes.
Kay naka-access pa man siya balik.
How do you see these hackers? Are they really like that good? Or sa ba na? I mean, with all this...
No, they're really, siguro, pasensyado lang san sila. Okay, I know it's a hit and miss. So, pero, rather than working 8 hours a day to have that measly sweldo, you'd rather just try your best kung kisay mo kagat. Kaya there always be someone na dili tech savvy na magpaak. Oo. Yeah. As in, butan na jud ang mga Pinoy.
Yeah.
Mo help jud ang Pinoy. Samot pa if close kay nimo or someone you know na makaingon ka na kailangan help, mutabang jud na jud na sa atong culture pod. So, muna siya kanang so for everyone na kuan, it's easy to call to confirm ana na lang jud kaysa musalig jud ka on something that is highly walay face manggod. Although you know that that's the person's account, you really don't know who's behind it. So
how many people ang again, you're a victim, but there were also victims of like your hacked account. Mga pila
my
nis la ka?
account, 3 of my friends. But there was the account of katong akong usang friend pod na hack, 1 gave to her account. We were on the same day. Ako, 3 of my friends gave to my account, to the account of the hacker. Yeah, so it was about 150,000 in one day. Yeah. It makes you realize nga when you send information also through Messenger, delete it when you're done. Kay like ako sayo na makawani, unsa gani ito'y password na ako sa ingon ani, unsa gani ito'y pin sa akong ATM, ipadala po na sa Messenger. Nga, na-access na ba ako Messenger? So, natarantan ako kay my accounts are there, my PIN numbers are there, my kids' passport numbers are all there. Kaya we have a group nga na ay document. So, para madali kang mangita, like kinanglang kag driver's license, tuan na kay screenshot dito. So, nabuang sila that they delete sa tanang accounts nga makita. Kay they can access, and you know, they read through it, Kay like, I have this friend. I have a friend in Manila. His name is Alex. I'm the only one in this whole world that calls him Lexi. And when that hacker messaged Alex, he used Lexi. Hi, Lexi. Did Uncle Seb tell you? They read through your messages. So, kato, when it happened, dako kayong problema. Kay all my important documents and everything was there. So they had to delete everything. All groups na I was included in the office, mga sa creative, they had to delete me. So it makes me karon, when I have clients asking for my account number, I send it to them and then I tell them, copy it in your phone, download the photo, I will delete it. So, you know, kanang things na we take for granted, later mataranta na what do I do?
Correct. Kay getting Messenger has become very convenient, free. So dali na lang, you need this information, okay, send, you know, everything, and then karon magamit sa day nila.
Yeah.
And with what you said, nga they read, but pasabot ni ini is dili sila mo atake dayon. So like as we speak, we don't know that my account or your account or whoever's watching now's account ga-observe na ang hacker, because as what you've said kaganina nga medyo napoy pagka specialized po nila message, depende, like for example,
yes, they speak Tagalog, they speak Cebuano. If you're Chabacano, they speak Chabacano. So I don't believe it's just one person. I think it's a group, and they do it all together.
So that's scary, no? Because especially again, if we go back to the events industry diri sa Dumaguete, ubay-ubay ang nabiktima sa scamming, ubay-ubay po na nakahatag. So, kasi we're just a close-knit, you know, family sa mga events, sa events industry. So, I don't know. I have this gut feeling that I don't want to assume or say that it might be one of us. But I don't know. What's your thoughts?
It can be both. It can be bigger. You know that um, you can watch this on YouTube, but there's like in a nation country, I'll just not mention the country, they have call centers for
For basically like
for basically hacking people or fooling people, especially from first world countries. Their target is old people who do not know technology. So it's really like they, if you really look at these videos on YouTube, they call these old people telling that your bank is something. They really use technology against these people who are not very good at them. So there are call centers set up for that because that's a multi-billion
Industry.
industry for them.
also.
Yes. If you know Mark Rober, you watch his videos. You can check him out on YouTube. They tried really tracking this because they're really very good in technology to the point that they hack the CCTV on that call center, and they can see how these people call old people. They even use stories like, "Oh, you're just like my grandma, and she died a month ago, and I really miss her." You know, they're really good at this. This is something that has been studied, has been planned, and we really cannot tell if it's just around us or it's something bigger. But it's not impossible.
So it's kind of scary, no? But I know naagid po tayo ways on.
Preventing this. Not being gullible is one.
Yeah, I think, Papa Miko, the best thing is be like prevent it. It's not just reacting or responding after it has happened, because it also makes me realize that even our authorities here do not have the capacity. Like when you tell them, when you report, they only tell you, ay, kada adlaw nang mahitabo, baling daghana, wa mi mahimo. You know, so you face a blank wall. Like I heard abroad or some countries, when you get hacked or your bank account gets hacked, the bank refunds you and the bank is the one who deals with the hacking. Here in the Philippines, they just tell you, ay, wa mi mahimo. Once ma-withdraw nas GCash, wa na.
Correct. Unfortunately, kining mga hackers are way ahead. That's what you've said. Even government, way ahead of government or some departments of government. Then kita kaning wala ra guta. I mean, kita we're just living a simple life here in Dumaguete, not so techy, not so. I mean, siguro sa mga GCash, Paymaya, and online thing, isa siguro tas mga ulahigin ni gamit ana kay madudahon kita. Ay dili sa taana kay ganahan kita tumato sa bangko and those stuff. Until such time na realize na to na ay comfortable din ning ani. But then all these things happen. So I wonder no unsay what should we do? I mean, aside from being vigilant, aside from I don't like also for all of us to be kind of madudahon na lang bitaw ta. Diba? Like a story that you said kanina na ikaw ba jud ni?
Yeah, when I got back on Messenger, people would ask, ikaw ba jud ni? So I had to send a recent photo or a video of me, and then I would delete the video na pod kay gamito na pod unya. You know?
Yeah, even like I've got some friends because my account was also happened like that na medyo na hack. I'm not so sure if it was hacked or what, but it was a different story. But the thing is, wala na ko'y access sa akong old account, so I have to make a new one, and then I have to gain the old friends. Most of them would say, "Pwede ko mo tawag? Tawagis ako." Or they want to hear my voice, or they want to video chat just to be sure nga ako gid na. So hassle, but I think
because of all these
And
things.
kuan di ay na, there are two things kanang, one is hacking, kanang they really enter your account. Another one is duplicating. Pero mas dugay maka-scam ang duplicating kay i-copy nila imong profile, imong photos, imong details, pero mo add as friend pa man sila.
Yes.
So mas dugay to. Kaning hacking kay sold gyud imong account.
Right.
So there's so many ways of
I
scamming.
think the duplicating murag mo na siya nauna, because we heard before na naay bagong account, dili na ako ha, ana kana. And then you can easily see it kasi like your old account has like 1,000 and then 46 pa lang ning isa. So ano ra gyud siya dahil.
Kani sigurong duplicating small time.
Oh.
They don't have the technology or the software for that. Katong scamming, Big time na to.
True.
Yeah.
And I don't know how, ikaw, Wani, how do you see this moving forward ba? More victims or madakpan ni sila or unsa ba?
Siguro, it pays to be informed.
Yeah.
So, if you use an app, really know what the app is for. Kada bang Facebook, more mo siya lingaw-lingaw. We even have our kids use Facebook. Yeah, technically it should be for 18 up.
Right,
Dapat. Also, you can ask questions why. So, lax ra jud kayo ta with controlling whatever app is here sa Philippines. So, kanang dili ra jud lingaw-lingaw tanan. Like your data is being used, your data can be sold. That's money already to another industry. So careful jud sa mga apps. Use it with your head, your knowledge, with knowledge na lang jud. Like, yeah, nice man ang Facebook pero 'di ba? Even sa kan post tag anything, that's information.
Right,
Information to people outside us.
That's
And
data.
we really don't know how can they use that ba?
True.
Either against us or against people, victimize other people. So kanang social media is not a friend, rajud. Kana jud siya dark and brighter side.
Right.
So one, you said kaganina na importante that we should know all these things, what social media is all about. But we have people like,
Ate Grace
Ouch.
and our parents.
and I mean people, gullible people ba? We also have our parents who are also in social media. Kaya ato bings lagi ingnan, di ba? Nga ato mo so kaya ato na lang ta magstoryahan na because it's easier and everything. And dili gyud sila that tech. Even ako, I'm like a younger, not young generation, but the younger generation. Di magay ko that techy. But yeah, ikaw Ate Grace, how would you convey the message para wala na yung mabiktima? Because they will, kani mga hackers, di ko siya ba nila ni? They will always be there, whether you're like a message for the non-techie people.
In our world, manggod karon Papa Miko, it's like it's expected na everything is rush. I would say na I'm the type of person nga when you message me, I will reply. Unless I'm really very busy. So, as what Wani said ganina, just to get it off my head, gitubag na ko dayon. So, well, June told me, number one, you were so busy. So, you were not thinking when you were giving your information out. So, I think that is one. Kana bang, tubagon na nato dayon para mahuman na. Maybe when you make a decision, especially giving out important information, do it when you're not busy or preoccupied. Kaya it really is, I didn't even know that information led to the hacking. In fact, when the code entered my phone, naapag yun dito'y PIN for change password. Akong gihatag, kaya wala ko'y basa-basa. Pag ingon nga ni bagting akong phone, akong gi-screenshot, akong gipadala. Diba? So, winner. Oh. So, maybe that. And number two, protect your account even if it's a hassle. Like the two-way authenticator. I don't even know how to do that. Wani did it for my account. It's there, but I don't know how she did it. So, even if there's a little inconvenience to having that added feature, I think it's still important. And do not put all your data in your phone. Like, karon, I used to have all my passwords. Okay, I cannot memorize. Inko, Papa Miko, I can't even memorize my plate number. All the more my bank PIN, ana. So, I put everything in my notes. So, naadiha, this is my bank PIN. Karon, I delete it. So, even if maglisod ko, I have to text Tanya or Wani or June, unsa ganito'y PIN, ana, I do it na lang. So, a little inconvenience will go a long way, you know? And when you get hacked, magod, because of your I don't know, negligence or gullibility, if there's a term, it does not only affect you, including your friends, including people around you. So, it pays nga you take care of this pertinent, important, whatever, kanang to protect your account.
Right.
Yeah.
For like techies like you, unsay mong pwedeng like especially kana mga two-way authenticator. Di ba guta kabalusa nga we are scammed na. I mean, as I said kanina, even as we speak, wa ta kabalo nga gi-scam na ta. But like, is it okay nga ang imong password aning like say mo Facebook is different from your Gmail account. Is that a good tip ba?
Yes. Do not use, for passwords, do not use birthdays. Okay, they have
Anniversaries.
that already. You use something na kanang kabaw kang ikaw na dyo'y makabalo. Alam kanang not normal. Like even my Facebook password, even my husband wonders why that is my Facebook password, because it's a very important day for me long time ago. So that kind of information that they cannot easily get.
And they said you also have to change your password and every so often.
Yes.
Ako is like what? From the time she opened it 5 years ago, 10 years ago, still the same. Oo na.
Right.
And I still cannot memorize it.
Especially the new one.
All the more. I don't know. So when she had to, actually, Papa Miko, also one thing, I did not activate my Facebook account right away. I activated it, I think, sometime in March. No, February. When we had to open the barn. So I had to be social media active again. But come to think of it, 6 weeks to 2 months without a Facebook account was really, really a rest for me.
Oh.
Yeah, actually. I realized na how toxic Facebook can be. I mean, even if you're not included or involved in what is there, it goes through your system. And you read through it. You read so much garbage, you know.
Yeah.
So without Facebook I'm not saying Facebook is bad, but it is just my experience. My husband told me, since you're not on Facebook after the hacking, might as well keep it that way until end of December. And I loved it until February. But then again, I had to open a venue, so I had to be social media active. But I'm really thinking of deactivating again.
Because I think you were active sa Messenger una.
Yeah,
Tama ba, no?
just
muna.
Messenger.
Wala kang...
Yeah, I needed that kaya I had clients.
Right.
So makuratan pud sila ug di na ko nila makontak.
Correct.
Yeah.
Na-talk karon Wani that ibalik ni Facebook ang Messenger as iyahang, di ba karon separated man na sila. You can activate your own Messenger bisa wala Facebook. So naging independent, but I read somewhere nga murag ibalik siya nga usa na lang. Do you think that would help?
Dili Japon. Unless jud careful jud ka. Kanamang it's not really na kailangan jud kuan, but things like asking for money, putting out information out there, kanang mga inaana ba. It's the age of data and information.
Right.
Data is very precious. Kana it has a cost already. Sa unang mara nagwala nato, but karon people will buy data from everyone. So muna ka na, careful po mo kung unsay cookies inyong ginagamit. Anong mga inana, kanang you read through your data policy. If these companies are selling your data, kay mo na mga matingala ka, nanong nanay slay number na ako, kanang mga manawag gani na mga
offers.
Mga offers, di ba? Matingala mo nga kay you didn't know when you sign up to this app, you gave them permission to sell your data.
Yeah.
So,
Kana po, I don't read. Kanang mo agree ra ka
Next,
dito, di ba?
agree.
Agree without even reading it.
Yeah.
it's a costly experience.
It's a very costly experience.
Not
Pero
only to
sa
her.
imuha, wala namang monetary sa imuha.
Sa ako wala. Yeah.
But sa others.
But sa others.
Actually, when that happened, I was also thinking about it. Ganong nauwat ning uban, because I heard some comments, not dili day sa imuha, but sa others, nga para bang anong mauwat man mo ana that person nga nangayo di man nakinahanglan og kwarta. Di ba? But on the other side of the coin, naman po mingon nga kanang basig need niya, kay ang gisulti dia is
Nilapaw ka sa limit.
Nilapaw sa limit. So mo nang kung like busy gyud ka kayo, di gyud ka kabalo
Di
sa.
na
I mean, you
kauna-una.
always think mga di nakaka-pause ba na para bang mandahan si Ma'am Grace kinag money. Ano ba? But ang iyang storya dire is over na ang limit. So it makes it more difficult for people to be, to really think ba na, is this really true? Is this a scam? Or ano ba? Because if you ask Manggod, naisip ko lang, like, Ma'am Grace, are you sure nga nangayo yung kaana? Tubagon mo po, kaya ang hacker may kaana.
Gani.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah.
So, like, how would you...
Nang manawag ka. Okay, if that's not, di biya siya 500. Dako biya siya na money. But, as I've said, culturally, Ganahan jud ta mong tabang.
Right.
Guys, samot pa is from someone na kanang like mother, we cannot deny she has helped a lot of people.
True.
Sa atong circle, kung na siya kailangan, ganahan jud ta mong tabang. So, sakto pud na victim ang lang gipili. Because they know that this person has influence on other people. So, you make ko na, ay, ilisan man. So, mailisan na dyan niya.
Kaya na niya ni
Kaya
ilisan.
dyan niya ilisan.
Yes.
Na-limit na dyan ni siya.
Kato,
kana
si Annalie, he's also our colleague in the industry, she was also very busy that day. Munang when I found out she was crying yun when I called her, kuling, ano wakakaw na siya? Murag yung kog na-hypnotize. Kanang, pagkakita niya sa text, send na yun siya dito. And she did not even confirm if nadawat na ko. It was Joren who read it on Facebook nga nakapadala siya. So, she was so busy also that day, kay daghan siyang orders, charcuterie, she had grazing table. So, dito na po siyang padala, you know. Kana lang kato, the people who really know me pod, si Joren, pagkadawat niya, yun siya, magkita man tarong mudto, ako rang ituno limo. Pero gaduda na siya. So, iyang gisakay-sakayan until hasta ang hacker nakabantay nga gisakay-sakayan niya. Gihina na siyang, ay, napasmo ra ka. Yeah.
Oh, so they really know, no? They really know.
Yeah, and their language is like our language. Kabalo ka, murag, ang Bisaya nila kay one of my friends, I don't know who June asked, murag ni flag ko no or something, it's from Katarman. But no, ang iyang Bisaya is atong Bisaya. Yeah.
This is a problem that for now dili gyud ta makakuan og like one solution, no? Dili pa gyud nato makita nga ingani unless of course kung di na ta mag Facebook tanan, di na ta mag Messenger tanan, which unfortunately we're all hooked into na. Family, business, everything na diha. So we are all kana yung possible victims of this situation.
Just a thought po ko good Papa Mick is that kailangan po ta mo call og help. Apart sa we can do this ourselves, we kailangan po ta call og help for the government to place bills na tarong ni siya na system ba. GCash, there's a KYC like know your customer. Why can these unknowns make an account? Nagunay KYC. For a KYC you need an ID, kuan para makakuan sila, ma-verify ilang account, so maka-withdraw sila. But I don't think that's their real identity. So, you really ask, so, kinsa da ay govern ani na area? Atong Paymaya, atong GCash, atong kuan. So, what are laws in set to govern that, to check
right.
if naa ba jud ga-monitor ana? Okay, di ba? Another theory is what if they're just using IDs from senior citizen. Okay, it's easily accessible. Yeah, dali ra, or what kind of IDs are needed para ma-verify kanang daghan kay things ba na pwede pa jud siya ma-improve. Because again, we're a third world country. Yeah. So it's biyata.
Right.
Kung unsay naa sa mga nice na countries, apil biyata. Nga nahantag Venmo, naatay GCash, naatay Paymaya kay easy. Pero kana ba, are we protected? As what mother said, we're not. The banks cannot do anything. Government cannot do anything. And why?
So layo pag kita og padulngan ani, no? In terms of because ang government karon, unfortunately government naapa mo sa SIM card registration. Nga wala na sa SIM card ang
akyat bahay.
Akyat bahay level pa.
Akyat bahay level
ang,
you know.
One last question on this. Nakasulay ba jud ka nga ni over limit ang imong GCash?
Makabalupod ka. Kaya every time mamayad ko sa mga supplier, ngayon kung ugma na ka kay na limit na kurong adlawa. Yeah. But wala gyud po ko nakahulam nga kay na over the limit ko. Di ba? Sa atong group chat, I mean, you are part of the industry. You know when I tell you nga, make ugma imo ha, o kuan ugma kay nilimit na ko. Ana gani. Kay sometimes the client sends it to my account unya dagko mong amounts. So, mahurot akong limit. Yeah.
So it's normal no nga ma-over ang limit but it's not your nature nga ing ato nga
Yes.
ulam usa para everything. So
Ako po, when you have a bank account, diba, I usually pay. I ask for your QR code or bank. I would rather nga kanang mga suppliers payments are through bank kaysa sa GCash. But katong syempre naigagmay 500, 800, I do GCash.
So hopefully dili na ni mausob sa uban, especially if we'll just be very careful sa atong mga ginabuhat. So thank you very much for your time and the information. Hopefully ang kini nga episode will create awareness not only sa events industry but everyone else who could be victims, because sa ato na nakita, anyone can be a victim with the scam. So thank you so much for joining us today sa atong episode, and hopefully you learned something from it, and don't forget to like or follow our Facebook page. Thank you so much.